Hey girlies, hey slayers. It's your girl Puni and welcome to the Ask Sis podcast. Today we have the amazing Lusia Petelo joining us. She is also known as Sia on Niu FM. She's MMT hard. She's a bit of a singer here and there. And when she's having a good time, she's a bit of a singer. She's also a performer and an advocate, and also I know deep down she wants to be someone. But you know what? We'll say that for another time. Sis, I just had to put it in there.
Where's Manamea? That's, Manamea with land. And then I'm 685.
We only do Manamea on the water. So, Siva, don't just put her behind stage to sing. Put her on stage.
I think I might be main character in the next show.
That's
a big ask.
That's why season 3 is not out yet. But sis, we do this little game just to get to know you a bit more.
Okay.
And it's quickfire. The first thing that comes to your head.
That's a bit dangerous, but okay.
I know. That's why I was like, this is going to be fun playing it with her. I'm just going to ask 10 random questions and you're just going to answer straight away. So it's this or that. So first one
Do I say this or that?
You'll just pick out of the 2
Oh,
options.
sorry. Okay.
Okay, first one is peanut butter or Nutella?
Nutella.
Oh, makeup or no makeup?
No, sorry. No makeup. That's what I'm trying to say.
Night in or night out?
Oh, my brain said night in, but my mouth wants to say night out. Night in.
I bet you're a bit of a night girl. Describe your personality in 3 words.
Loud, Tongan, gibberish.
Makes sense. Which country is better? Samoa or Tonga?
Tonga. Oh, what's the question?
Which country
Oh,
is
Tonga.
better?
Tonga,
everybody. 5 times 5. Don't think about it.
25?
Yeah, 25.
I actually thought 10 in my head first.
25. Horror or rom-com?
What's the first one?
Horror.
Oh, rom-com.
Rom-com, okay.
Oh, God, I'm a scaredy cat.
If you could pick your superpower, what would it be and why?
Fly, because it's free to travel. I'm poor. I want to see the world.
I want to fly. Rugby or rugby league?
Who has the hotter people? Rugby? Oh, who's richer?
I'd say rugby league.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to say rugby because I feel like people in rugby are more fit.
Yeah.
Because league is when the 6 times the ball, or something like that.
Oh, because you know I used to play. Sorry, yeah, hard. Squats or burpees?
Squats.
Meccas or BK?
Huh?
Meccas or BK?
Meccas.
Okay, well those are our quick little questions, but sis,
I love how it already exposed my level of English this game.
Honestly, that's why I said you're MMT hard. It's your first
because I'm gibberish.
Doesn't that just take the nerves away?
It actually does. Because I was nervous before we start. I am still kind of am nervous, but...
No, but you make me nervous.
Why?
It's the way you look into my eyes.
Funny, look at me.
But honestly, sis, I think it's super exciting to have you on here. I don't think I've ever seen you get interviewed before. Like... I hear you on the radio. I hear you interviewing all these different amazing artists or celebrities. I was going to write in my bio about you that she probably met more celebrities than all the people in South Auckland combined. Just with everyone you've met, everyone you've been able to interview. But I wanted to have you come on and just share what journey you've been on. Whether it's your journey in life. I know you're on this health journey right now. Honestly, sis, you're looking good.
Thank you. I washed my hair today, ladies and gentlemen. So that helps.
It's not even just the hair, but you look good in general.
Oh, thank you. I'm learning to say thank you.
Yeah.
Because before, before people saying, I'm like, I'll make up like some dumb excuse or like just kind of hide the I'm mad to accept a compliment. That's it. I suck at accepting compliments.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to learn to just say. Thank you.
That's like a lot of us, though.
Yeah, but I'm like, it shouldn't be hard to accept a compliment.
It really shouldn't.
But it is.
But you know what? I'm just going to dive straight into it.
Let's go.
I'm like, but do you sometimes think that people can't really accept compliments because they don't actually believe that's true about themselves?
I think partly.
Yeah.
But I think also I can only speak for myself.
Yeah.
Another part of it is, when you grow up and you're taught to be humble and, not put yourself on a pedestal. Don't be cocky. I'm slowly realizing you can still be a bit cocky about yourself, but do so with love and kindness in a way that doesn't make people be like, oh my God, she's so up herself.
Yeah.
Or like, you just got to find a way so that
it complements.
Yeah, it complements not only yourself, but everyone around you that's complimenting you as well. It's the same thing like how I feel about when I used to hate celebrating my birthday.
Yeah.
But like after but after turning 30, 27, not just 25. But after turning 30, I realized like, man, like people actually want to say happy birthday and celebrate me living another year.
Yeah.
And now before that, I used to be like, oh, I hate my birthday. I don't want today to be about me, blah, blah, blah. But now on the actual day, I'm just like, cool, I want to do something that I want to do just to celebrate me having another year or whatever. But that's the same way how it is with compliments. Like I genuinely do struggle with it even to today. Yeah. Like even how you're saying it, and me and Puni know each other. Like, and that's the thing. Why am I struggling to say thank you to someone that I know and have a good relationship with? But you
almost want to go thank you, but are you joking?
Yeah.
Are you playing with me?
See, because we play too much as well. Eh? Like we play so much, but the struggle is real. It's getting a little easier now, but I still. It makes me nervous.
Makes me a bit like shy on the inside.
Because I am a very shy person.
Yeah.
I'm loud, but I'm shy. Let's not mistake that.
That's me.
See, I know. That's why we understand each other.
That is so me. No, but that's true. There's a big difference.
Yeah,
there's a big difference. Or when you have to put on like a front for other people. Like I'll be nervous, but I know I bring the energy, so I know I have to bring the energy to hype everyone else up.
And you do bring the energy every time.
I was about to go, but thank you. learning.
No, but you do bring the energy when Puni's emceeing, like when I've seen Puni, like when you lead your Sisters United stuff and that, like you really do bring the energy. And that's so important, especially I didn't have that growing up. Like, I had people like that in my family, but when you're out in the wider community, I didn't see many people that looked like me that were out there to serve while I was still in school. And I think the girls now are very fortunate. And I hope they realize how blessed they are to actually have things like Sisters United that dive into schools and just help us feel more comfortable in being us from a young age, because I'm only discovering how to be comfortable with being me now in this stage of my life. And I wish I had that way back.
You know what's just touching on that comes to my first question.
I thought you already asked your first question.
No, this is my... Hey, all my questions are going to be sorry. A first day.
Okay.
No, but with you being in the spotlight, what are some of the challenges or struggles you faced being a brown curvy girl in the spotlight? Because I see you with the job or the role that you have right now, you're always doing different photo shoots. You're always like doing little videos or snippets to go online.
Do you know the funny thing is?
Yeah.
I don't see myself as someone in the spotlight.
Yeah, you would. I know you'd say that.
I genuinely do not see myself as someone in the spotlight. But it's funny that you say that, because someone said to me the other day, oh, I went on your Instagram and it said that you're a public figure. And I was like, does it? Oi, I went onto the buy thing and I was like, then I remembered the first time when I was making my page public, I was like, what do I select here? And that was the closest thing that I could think of to select. Because the other thing were like sports people. Do I look like a sports person? Hell to the no. And then, anyway, so firstly, I don't see myself in the spotlight, but I understand why people would have that perspective or have that view. Not gonna lie, I think even to today, there are still moments where I feel like maybe I don't fit what people's idea is of somebody who should be in media or in radio or whatever. But in saying that, I know the more that I feel comfortable and confident in knowing who I am, like I don't have to fit their mold. I just be me.
Yeah.
Like, even in the space that I'm in now, I have experienced, unfortunately, people that I have worked with that have made me feel less than because I don't look like the smaller female colleagues that I have.
Yeah.
And that kind of sucks, because you don't really want to expect that from your own people. But again, because I'm confident in who I am, like I know what I'm about, what I stand for, blah, 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 blah. That I think that alone like helps me be able to just stand my ground and be confident even though there are other battles that come along when you know that people look at you and be like, oh, she's too like fat, or she's too curvy, or she's too loud, or whatever, you know? Because, and like, let's be honest, being in radio, all the other female islanders that I have seen in this industry, they are a lot more light-skinned than I am.
You're absolutely not wrong
Show
about
me
that.
someone who is darker skinned than me, because I have not seen them yet. Unless they are, of course, shout out to 531 PI representing our language shows on 531 PI. But off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone else who is darker skinned than me. And I think that says a lot in the sense of the industry still has a long way to go in showcasing people that represent people across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how you said, like, if you just know who you are, then that's the. But honestly, I think it's easier said than done.
Oh, hell yeah.
Man,
I feel like I'm going to cry just sitting here.
cry. No, but it's definitely easier said than done. Like, there's just so many people out there, and it starts from a young age, who just don't know who they are. And anyone who would have been in your position or gone through what you went through, they probably might not even have made it out. Only because it starts from self-worth.
Yeah.
Like, to actually stand your ground and to be comfortable in your own skin, it starts from self-worth.
Yeah.
But in terms of you being a radio host, was that something you always wanted to be growing up? Like, honestly, sis, because you're a bit of a performer. I know you can sing. Don't even.
No, I can't.
No.
Putting his line.
Yappa. There's a
Yes,
reason
I'm a
you have a
yapper,
loud
not a
voice.
singer.
No, there's a reason you have a loud voice, because you can sing. But was that always your dream?
No. I am a very big Celine Dion fan. So when I grew up, do you remember? So obviously now kids have Google, so you can bloody Google the lyrics. Like, growing up, I wanted to be a singer. I thought to myself, I want to be on a big stage. I want to travel the world. I'm going to sing. And then Britney Spears came out, and I thought, I'm going to sing and dance, not just sing like Celine Dion. And then I would used to write I would record the music off the radio, press stop, play the tape. And my dad bought me this big paper roll, and that's how I used to learn the lyrics. And in my head, I was like, one day these lyrics, I'm going to have my own lyrics and sing my own songs and perform.
Gosh.
And then I got into, I think, intermediate. And my mom, she was a night shift worker. And I am the daughter of a factory worker. Yeah. So she would do night shift. And, you know, my dad would get home and he's tired after work. And so I'd have to learn to manage to do my homework and stuff all on my own. And because I had no one to talk to, all the, you know, other than my little siblings who I had to change their nappies and stuff, the radio kind of became my friend. And then I would ring for comps and stuff. The first prize I won was $100 on Niu FM. Do you know how excited I was?
Did you win?
Yeah, $100. And I was like, man, at 12 years old, that's a lot of money. But I do remember my parents saying, can we borrow the $100? I don't know if they've paid it back yet. No.
Add it to your list. Flashback.
Add it to the... No. And then that's kind of where my love for radio came in.
Yeah.
So then I would start listening to radio more. I'd start ringing, even to the point. Do you remember when my film did the Chris Brown comp?
Honestly, sis.
Oh, but you're older than me. You don't remember.
Flashback.
No, so even then, it got to a point because you had to vote for your school.
Yeah.
It got to the point where I remember, and if these radio announcers still remember, I would ring as soon as they go hi, and I go hi. They knew my voice. That's how many times I was ringing to vote for my school. Shout out to Macaulay. But that's kind of where radio came from, and I used to think, man, this is so cool. It got to a point where I felt like I knew who these announcers were as a friend. Because, they just yappa, and they're in your car, they're in your home. And when eventually I was like, oh my God, what a cool job. All you have to do is just talk smack. Not talk smack, but, talk about things that matter as well. And that's kind of where it started, from intermediate and then up until high school finished. I went to apply for communications at uni. And unfortunately, I had to drop out before the semester even started. And then I ended up doing radio school.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's still around.
I was just going to say that. I was like, I don't think I've
know.
heard of radio school.
The last time I heard it was a year, but when I did it was 6 months. Can I just say it was 6 months after that, I forgot everything that I had learned in that 6 months. You know my retention?
I don't think radio school's still around here. I don't think they're still here.
And then I got into that, and it gave me more of an insight to, because we got to pretend to be radio announcers. They had an actual station set up, and we got to do pretend shows. And I was like, oh my God, I can actually see myself doing this. And that's kind of how I got into it. And then, but I had a big ass gap. So I was like 19, I think, when I did radio school. And I didn't fully jump into radio till I was like 27.
Yeah.
So it's taken ages to get here. And even when I started at Niu FM, it still was a journey and took a while to where I'm sitting now, which I'm so grateful and blessed for, to be sitting in it full time.
Yeah.
Because honestly, if someone tells me to go back to a 9 to 5, I'm going to cry. I can't do it. I know I can't. It's like the flexibility and just like,
The things that it,
man,
the
the
perks that
lifestyle,
come with it.
lifestyle that I have, like, and my dad was right, because, you know, growing up, my dad always said, tokana ke ako, he's like, he ke lava koe ngaweng mawhai. So he would say, like, you know, really focus on school. He goes, the job that your mum and I do now, like, you can't do it. But he's right. I can't go work in a yard. I can't do factory. Bro, I hurt my hand at the gym, and I'm like, everyone, look, I hurt myself. So I know, like, I have mad respect for people who do all the labor work.
Yeah.
I could never. I can't do it. So I'm lazy.
With your journey to get to where you are right now, what are some of the lessons you've learned?
Man,
Or like some of the takeaways or tips that you've learned to really come to where you are right now in life?
oh, that's a deep question, eh?
Yeah. don't.
Now Puni's really making me think. I think we already touched on one, and then I like just really knowing who you are, because a big part of me knowing who I am and what I stand for has helped me overcome trials that I've had in my occupation, or just in this one and in previous jobs as well. Being open-minded, I think that's one thing that I've learned is you've got to be open-minded to listen to others and be willing to also take the constructive criticism. Because it depends. Because some people, when you get constructive criticism, some people look at it as, oh, they're being negative to me. They're telling me how I should do my job. And that is a perspective thing, and I think it comes back to you and how you view that.
Yeah.
So yeah, to me, I'm like, whenever some people might see it as a negative thing, I'm just like, cool, that's constructive criticism. How am I going to exercise that to better my role or what I'm doing? But those are two main things I think for me, is because, and just be yourself. You know, even Pune said that to me before we started this, and I still feel a little nervous even as I sit here. But really just being yourself, like being your authentic self. Don't fake who you are. And you know what? Can you be yourself? The you that you share on social media, I hope is the you that people see in real life. And I hope that's the people see when they meet me. Like, you know, my roles are on my IG. So if you haven't seen it, you can go and see all my roles and flabs and everything. But I feel and I hope that when people meet me in real life, that's the me they hear when they hear Sia on the radio or when they see Sia on Instagram. Because, you know, even being on social, it's hard. Sometimes you tend to overshare.
Yeah.
Or you feel that you're oversharing.
That you need to.
Yeah. But I think a big part of that, because I'm able to just be authentically myself, it's actually really sweet when people come up to you and you feel like they know you. And I actually feel like that's sweet. It's also a little scary, because then you're like, damn, is that how much of myself I share?
Yeah.
So that's why even there are times people have asked me personal questions, and I just like, I think I'm good at diverting the answer so that I don't tell them what the actual answer is. But even when people ask the personal questions, I feel like being in this space of radio and in the world of social media that we're all on, I feel like it's also still important to know how to just keep things to yourself as well.
Yeah.
And not overshare, because, you know, once it's on the internet, you can't take it back.
No, for real though.
Screen record is real. We all do it, don't lie.
I'm number one. Can't hide anything. I'm an investigator right there.
But I think that's one of my main things, is I always try to stay true to who I am.
I think talking about your authentic self, it's so funny you say that, because I've been in different spaces with you, and you're just the same person in every space.
I'm still dirty.
No.
I think you're gonna go, yes.
Just a tad, but no. But honestly, every single space I've been on, you, whether it's been on a show or not in a show, like even here right now, you're just the same person.
Just but now we're a little bit more. We're trying to be a bit professional.
Yeah, you know, just gotta have a bit of standard. When the camera's off, okay, come on now.
But it is hard. Like, I mean, it can be hard. Again, that just comes back if you don't know, like, if you don't know who you are or like what you're about. It can be hard to to just be authentic, to just be you, regardless who you come across, regardless the space that you're in. But that's the thing. But Puni's right. I love when we're together because we're all the same motto wherever we are.
Yeah, wherever. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Even in the workspace. Come on now. Doesn't matter. No, it was so funny because sometimes, like, this is irrelevant, but my little cool story. Sometimes we'll be playing Niu FM upstairs and you say something on radio and I go, oh, that's just Sia. That is just her.
You need to tell me when you're listening so I can say hi on air.
We're always listening. We always have music going on.
Do you know what? Do you know people I know when they say they listen, I get nervous. I'm like, I find it easier when a stranger says to me they listen than when people I know listen. But that's also because I know sometimes I share stories and I'm like thinking, some people that know me well, they're going to piece together and they're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't talk about anyone.
If you're out there, it's not you. It's not you.
It's a you problem, that jokes.
But touching, moving towards your health journey, sis, because that's something brand new. What I've seen online that's brand new in your life. What made you start?
Diabetes? No, I'm sorry. I am being mature.
Oh my goodness.
No,
because sis, everyone says they're gonna start, but you not only started, I started seeing results. So you started and kept going. So like,
that's hard.
Well, yeah.
That's why I love following her. Because she's one of the people, sorry. I love how pointing to her like everyone can see who's behind the camera.
Everybody follow her on Insta.
Oh my gosh, see, even just Puni asking the question makes me feel like, even though I enjoy it, I still sometimes feel like I struggle to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I know as much as I share it online now, to be completely honest, I started a few years back by just trying to change my eating. I just got sick and tired of can't breathing, trying to tie my shoelaces, climbing the steps at my house.
Yeah.
All those little things that in life that we should be doing with ease.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'm sick of this. Also, I know years way back, my family probably saw that I wasn't in the greatest headspace. And even in COVID, they tried to force me to go for a walk. And I appreciate them for this because I don't think I've actually directly looked at them and said, thank you for like just pushing me to go for a walk. And that's kind of, so what, that was 2020 or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know, when they would try to help me, I had this mindset of like, F off, don't tell me what to do.
Yeah.
I don't need to go for a walk. And I think anyone who's been in that headspace, they can understand and they can relate to it. Because even when I'd go for a walk, I'd still have negative thoughts in my head. Sorry. But I would still go because I thought, might as well just get out of the house. Like, you know, it was post-COVID and whatever. And then a little while after that, I was actually starting to enjoy the walk. I was like, oh, this fresh air is whatever those endorphin thingy or whatever the Palangi people say that helps you when you go for a walk. And then a little while after that, at work, they did their first ever 6-week challenge. And I actually really enjoyed it. And I have to shout out to one of my girls, Lusia, at work, because when that 6-week challenge started, she was like, sis, they're giving us a special, like, to sign up for the gym. In my head, I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to go sign up for another damn gym membership that I'm not going to use. And then we signed up, and then slowly we just started going. And the amount of times during the week increased. And it really, and that year that the 6-week challenge had started, I think that was 21 or 22, that's when I actually started focusing on my eating. On New Year's Day, it was so random. On New Year's Day on that year, I was like, what can I do if I actually want to lose weight?
Yeah.
Like, because that was the goal, was just to lose weight. I was like, you know what? I was like, I drink too much fizzy. So I just changed from fizzy drink to Coke Zero, because apparently it's no calories. I don't even know if that's true, but no sugar. So I was like, that sounds healthy. Honestly, it tasted like shit when I first tried it. Sorry, am I allowed to swear? I don't know. Just eat out it tasted like crap.
It's like sugar.
And then I just had Coke Zero. Oh, yeah, it took me like 2 months to adjust my taste buds to Coke Zero, because I didn't like it. But now when I actually hopefully now when I drink normal Coke, I can tell that it's normal Coke and not Coke Zero.
Yeah.
So it was little changes like that. And then eventually starting to increase my water intake. And then just kind of focusing on the food, because that is the hardest part. Even to today, like you said, like, you know, it's seeing results and keep going. But the eating is rough. The eating is so hard, especially in the weekends. Why everyone having events on the weekends? Stop inviting us to things. We're trying to lose our tummy.
I'm not trying to bring my meal prep.
I don't want to bring my little lunchbox to the table. Yeah, and then the thing is now I'm sharing on social media, but
Yeah.
it's taken ages to get here. Like, and it's taken ages to see results. Consistency. You know, I
Yeah.
used to think people would say, consistency. They're not lying. They're not lying about that, but it is hard. Let me tell you that, like, it's hard at the gym, it's hard in the kitchen, it's hard at home, it's hard wherever you are because you're learning to adapt to the changes that you're making because of what you want for yourself health-wise or long-term. Because I started by just wanting to lose weight. To be honest, now my goal is I just want to increase my strength.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to be a strong woman. And if my tummy goes away with that, oh my gosh, bonus. If I have to chop it off just to be a little bit stronger, then yay, but don't have the money for that. But yeah, it's honestly, like, I feel like anyone who's been on this journey or is on this journey, and even people who haven't been big but are consistent in fitness, could probably sit here all day and just yapper about it. But it is hard. But I think the best thing I love about it is it's been fun for me, especially this year.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen all my gym reels. Sorry, I don't even know why I'm giggling.
I watch them. I do watch them, sis.
Yeah, like when I started, see, this is the thing. I won a comp.
Yeah.
Right, in January. On New Year's Day, just before we're about to sit down and be fat pigs and eat buaka and ota and all this stuff, there was a competition on New Year's Eve, and I saw my family keep tagging me because it was a free 8-week program.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Then I shared all my story. I was like, everyone, go and tag me so I can win. Oh my gosh, just before we're about to have prayer for the food on New Year's Day, I see a notification says, Fit Mums has mentioned you in a story. I was so nervous. I felt like I was going to caca my pants. I had to go to my sister. I said to her, baby, your gym just tagged me in something. And she goes, what is it? And I go, can you check? Oh my gosh. As soon as she screamed, I knew I won the comp. And I was like, oh my God. And you know what I said? This is me sitting there eating my buaka and everything. And my auntie goes, yeah, eat, because in a week, you're about to start your program. And I'm thankful for everyone who tagged me in there, and I'm really thankful to my Fit Mums family because that has really like switched my mentality on my journey of bettering my health. In so many ways. Like, I think you just have to like check it out on my social. It says, I mean, I say everything there, but the mental game, if you can really work on that, I promise you that is just going to change your whole perspective on everything, from the people you hang out with, from the food that you are eating, from choices that you make that don't even relate to food, but just like things in your life that matter become a lot more clearer when the mindset becomes healthier. You
know what's so funny? I hear a lot about that.
But that's all of us.
Yeah, they're always like, it's a change of mindset. It's in your head. And there's this one video of you, sis, like, I'm not even kidding. No, I started getting teary. I started getting teary. It's when, I think your goal was always to do like a headstand.
The handstand push-up.
The handstand push-up. And then you're doing it. Then you cried. After, I was crying with you. I was sitting there crying with you because I was like, I was like, oh, that's just so relatable. You
I'm
know,
laughing because I can see my ugly facials in my head right now.
No, you literally finished doing it. You just sat there and started crying. And everyone's like hyping you up. And I even saw some of the people around you who were probably the ones who supported you at the gym. Like, they're getting teary as well because, you know, sometimes in life when you've achieved that goal, whether it's big or small to other people, but when you know you've done it and it's something you're looking forward to, it just hits different.
Oh, yeah, do you know, because there's this thing, like, sometimes I do want to cry at the gym, but I say to everyone, like, nah, I'm too tough to cry. I'm too tough. I just don't want to cry in public. And then I remember when I felt my face, and I was like, in my head, I was like, fix your face. And my coach goes, oh, nah. I was looking at you like, oh, is she going to cry?
Oh, she got to start getting teary now.
Yeah. But can I just say, for anyone out there who is, because, you know, people sometimes think of a gym as like, oh, it's a place for skinny people.
Yeah.
It's not. But there's something that my coach Des had told me, like when I was doing the Get Fit program, and she was like, find the space that works for you. And, you know, there are people that say, oh, man, I've jumped from gym to gym to gym. But they make it sound like, oh, my gosh, like, it's so embarrassing. Don't be embarrassed. Like, if you need to gym jump, till you find who your people are. I think that's so important. I think I've just been blessed that I've jumped into a space that I have found that is my gym family. And I was even with BFT last year, and they were my gym family as well.
Yeah.
But I think the point of difference for me now in this space that I am is that I actually have like my close family with me, especially having my sister with me. It's she's my safe space at the gym, and I'm at a point where I'm trying to learn to not always rely on her when we're doing the same class, because she looks at me like, go and partner with someone else. I'm like, no, you're gonna partner with me.
So don't do it. Come over here.
I'm like, you listen to me. I'm your sister. But man, it's been fun. It is challenging though. Like,
Yeah.
not gonna lie. But you know what's weird? Well, I'm struggling. Can I just say this is what I'm actually struggling with at the moment? I'm struggling to letting go of my clothes that no longer fit because they're too big. And then I'm also struggling to go shopping to buy clothes that fit. I also have no clothes to wear. That's why I'm just in tights and a jumper today. Because everything is just gym attire.
Yeah.
But I don't know if other people have experienced that. Like they have like lost weight. Lost weight? Lost weight. What the word?
Yeah, but you did. You lost your waist. Come on.
I didn't even have a waist to begin with. But that's something I'm personally struggling with, is
Yeah.
letting go of the clothes that are too big. And because it's weird for me to walk into a shop and know that I can find my size.
Yeah.
And not be going somewhere that sells our plus size clothes that cost like my whole week's paycheck just because you have to add more material.
No, for real though.
So that's
Hey, this
yeah.
is about you, and I'm getting on trauma.
but see, but I think regardless of our sizes and stuff, anyone who's been on similar things, like it's something we can all kind of relate to. But it's
Yeah.
so weird. Like the Vala thing is just so yeah, that's why everywhere I go now I'm just in a jumper and tights.
But I hope you're proud of yourself, sis.
I am.
Like I'm not even kidding. I think because one of my struggles, I find it hard with people that I actually know. I'm bad at sending messages. I honestly am. No matter
I don't know
how
why I'm
close you are,
giggling at that.
I'm bad at sending messages, but
Hello.
I support from the side.
Yeah.
I'm such a sideline supporter, and I've seen
Wait, but
everything that you post.
you're so right. I mean,
Yeah.
sideline supporter, but in the sense of like, I know that you're very hearty when you talk with everyone around you.
but I'm very like, okay, this is your moment. You shine. Like in my head, I'm like, go shine, go be your authentic self. But I've always wondered, sis, do you reckon? Because I'm so big on body positivity and just knowing my worth, that's a blessing.
Yeah,
I've
that's
always
so
known
true.
my worth at such a young age.
Yeah.
But with this whole health journey you're on and losing weight, do you feel like finding yourself that you love yourself a bit more? Or do you still have the same love that you had for yourself, even as a thicker girl?
I think I'd be lying if I said I love myself the same, because I do love myself more, because you know what? Like, because you know how people say, like, you know, as islanders, when we're like, oh, you know, when they say, oh, you know, they put others before themselves. I realize now that I can't help others if I don't actually put myself first and be selfish in the
Yeah.
sense of look after myself. And by the way I do that now is by gym and being mindful of the foods that I eat just to help my mental well-being. So I do love myself more, because now I realize the things I'm doing for me now, I feel like I'm a more pleasant Sia to be around. You've seen me with my siblings. I am a complete bitch to my siblings. And you know, now I'm learning to say please and thank you to my siblings. No, like seriously, because
Yeah.
I'm the oldest, it's like this, hey, go and do this. Puni see me do it. Like,
Yeah.
that's literally the type of sister that I am. Whereas now I'm kind of like, oh, hey, Fa, can you please go in? And you know, I remember the first time I caught myself saying please. Man, I was like, am I okay? Am I sick?
Is everything all right?
Yeah, but
No,
I
it's
do
good.
love myself more, and it has nothing to do with losing the weight. To
Yeah.
be completely honest, it just has to do with working on my inner self. And I started working on the starting to love myself more before I even lost the weight. When I started to lose the weight, sorry. And it's just, yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with losing the weight. It's just that now that I'm living a healthier lifestyle,
Yeah.
I really do see, like, man, Sia is like more pleasant to be around. She is a little bit more kinder. And the unfortunate thing about being dedicated and making the commitment to my schedule of fitness, I think is there are other things in life that I probably like neglect. Like, so I probably spend less time with my family because I like to live at the gym these days. And, you know, little things like I don't really eat what the family eats, but I'll just meal prep and just sit there and eat with them.
Yeah.
Unless I'm really waka and I'll just dip. Next minute, the dip turns into one whole plate or whatever.
I'm just going to have what you guys are having for tonight.
Yeah. But I think it just, in all seriousness, while we're talking about like fitness and stuff, and I think this is actually this is not even something I think I've shared on my reel. You know how you're asking before, why did I start? And I said diabetes and I laughed. To be completely honest, I was diagnosed with diabetes before. Type 2 diabetes. And you know, when the doctor told me and the doctor gave meds and whatever, I didn't even take it. Listen to your doctor is what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh.
Disclaimer, don't do what I did. But when she said that, she was like, oh, you know, your blood tests show that you've got type 2 diabetes, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, mate, I'm not taking a medication you're prescribing me. And part of that was motivation to change my eating.
Yeah.
Because I remember when she said, oh, you're falling in the pre-diabetic category. In my head, I was like, I'm not going to catch it. I'm not going to catch it. Bro, when I caught it, and I was like, but the thing is, I didn't know how to feel and stuff. But so I went ages and I was like, cool, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. And I didn't take the meds and stuff. And then eventually, like earlier this year, I got the clear. And she said, you're not even in the type 2 pre-diabetic stage category. Yeah. And I was just like, that's when to hear the doctor say that. And I've seen it like when Butterbean Motivation, when they've shared people's testimony of how they've reversed catching these particular health issues. And only then did I really understand the power of eating right and exercise. Yeah. I know that's because you said up on it, like we hear it all the time. But
honestly,
to hear the doctor say, cool, you've reversed it, keep doing what you're doing. And I was just like, oh my God. But I didn't tell her like, oh, doctor, I didn't take the meds. I was just my own doctor and I just
did my own thing.
Yeah, like legit, I actually did. But I think it's something I haven't shared on my reels, but I think it's also important to share that, you know, there are struggles health-wise behind the camera for those of us that share about our journey. I just haven't been quite comfortable to share that on my voice. So for some reason, I feel comfortable to share here while I'm talking with Puni, and I think that's a beautiful thing if I feel comfortable to actually let that out. Yeah, that's the feedback Puni didn't ask for.
No, I love it. But I think I'd love for you guys to just share to whoever's going to watch this, to everyone out there. But, you know, like for me, I'm a thick girl and stuff like that. Sometimes it is the mentality. Like I've done BFT as well. Like I was paying for City Fitness for a whole year. I didn't even go, exposing myself right now.
Oh, no, we've all done that.
You know, but like what's your best piece of advice for people out there just for them to change their mindset? Or even if you just want to talk to me, like I'd love to hear it because it hits different when it comes from someone you know. Or it just hits different when you see results. Like people can go to the gym like this, but it's the change of mindset and consistency that I'd love to have a piece of advice on.
Oh, man, honestly, I feel like people hear all the time, but I had to really address why I was always negative about certain things. So like, things that trigger you've got to ask yourself, why do I feel this way? And so when I look at my health-wise, you know, even when my family used to be like, oh, come, let's go for a walk. Like, why, in my head, I'm like, why am I angry? Or why do I feel pissed off when they say, Sia, come, let's go for a walk? And I had to try and just, like, peel back the layers to figure out what it is about that. So you actually have to, for me, I had to ask myself, why do I get angry about certain things? Or why do I get angry when people do this certain thing? Yeah. Like, and the thing is, like, why when other people do things, why are you angry when it doesn't affect you? I'm being honest, like, I've literally been there. And just when I realized, like, that those certain things would make me become, like, a real pain in the ass. Yeah. I used to be like, why? Because I know, you know, I mean, Dulo, I know I'm a bitch. Like, I feel like every female to an extent, where, like, you know, there's nothing wrong with being a bad bitch.
There's just that side. Everyone has it.
Yeah, and then there were just moments where I just felt like I was being rude, and I had to figure out, why do I feel this way? And it comes back to things like food, lack of exercise, doing all the things just to help your mindset be healthy. But I know what you mean, Puni, because like, you know, even though people say, oh, Sia, you've lost weight, blah, 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 I still feel like the big girl that I was when I started, like trying to like whakaholo and all of that kind of stuff. But I don't know. I think it's different for everyone. You've really just got to figure out what it is that you can do to help feed your own mind. But one thing I know for sure that helps is surrounding yourself with the right people, and the people that you enjoy spending your time with. I think so long as you make sure to them that they know what your goals are, and you can feel their support, that makes such a difference. Like, you know, like with the crew, you know, when I started going BFT and stuff, and I'm like, oh, sorry guys, I can't come because I'm going gym. Like, hopefully you have people around you that are going to be like, cool, go gym and then come and meet us after, and not have people like, oh, we get it, you're
your buzz now.
you're you know, like you're a Fitspo now, blah blah blah. Like, you've got to find people that are really going to totoko you on your journey, because when you find those people, even now, Puni knows the people that I hang with. Even now I get to barely see them because I'm dedicating a lot of my time. I have long-term goals that I want for my mind and my body, but when I do see them, it's just like, it's like
same old.
Yeah, same old. There's no mocking, and it's just encouraging when they're like, man, Kiki, you're doing well. Sorry, they call me Kiki. They were like, who's Kiki out of these two? And, you know, just finding, it's all those things that you hear over and over and over on your reels on Instagram. When you hear other people talk about it, find the right people, figure it out in your own mind, what it is that like triggers you. That's honestly, but that's hard. Yeah. Like to sit there and address your own demons. And
when you said that, I was like, oh.
Yeah, like it sucks.
But it's such a good point.
Yeah, I've had a few good cries in between the last few years. Sorry, it's funny thinking about that. But I have to also say that, especially last year, fitness saved me. Like, not just health-wise, but there were big things happening in my life behind the scenes. And if the fitness wasn't there just to help me release some of that stress, in all honesty, I don't know. Because the thing is, you know, I didn't really understand what things like depression or someone being down or until I was there. And people that know me, if I tell them where I was in this particular certain time of my life, they're gonna think that I'm joking, because I think in general, like you, Punino, we're quite like loud, energetic woman. They never know. Yeah, they never know. They would never know. But yeah, mindset is a hard thing. I think it's just, I guess, trial and error and find what works for you just to help clear this, because the consistency becomes easier when this becomes clearer, to be completely honest. For me, at least in my experience.
No, but I think in general, I think you're so right with this whole mindset thing, like keeping it healthy. I think a lot of people focus on their physical body, but it's really like your mentality needs to be healthy. Yeah. The way you think and see life. So Rainbow Zen, you triggered me. So I'm gonna address you first.
What did they do? No,
I want to go on the fearful. It's giving.
Oh, that's scary. I hate the fearful.
Okay.
I feel like I'm gonna mummy my pants thinking about it. Sorry, I'm wearing a pant. TMI. Kendall's gonna be like, cut that out of it.
No, but I think all the things you've addressed us, like, it's huge. Like, I don't really hear you talk like that.
I know. That's why I'm like, me and Paul, like, we talk about we just
things. Laugh.
Yeah.
Like,
but you know what? I think one of the hardest things is, as much as I enjoy it, I do have days where I just feel like not going. Those are the days that are most important for you to kick yourself in the ass and just go. Yeah. Like, whether you're going for a walk,
just moving.
Just move.
Yeah.
Just move.
I'm really out here.
Why didn't you come? You know what you should do?
I'm really giving myself advice.
How about you and your team come for a trial at Fit Mums one day?
I honestly think my team's gonna say yes to that.
No.
Do you know? I used to go BT. I'm telling you, they're gonna say yes. They're all gonna say yes.
Should we do it? We should make it happen. I love how I'm saying this like as if I own the gym.
Shout out to Fit Mums out there. Sponsor us. Partnership.
Nah, you can do it, Puni. Honestly, you can do it. Like, and you're a strong, confident woman. It's just the mindset thing is hard though.
Yeah.
My mindset hasn't got right until I'm in my 30s. It's taken me that long. Yeah. But that's why I love what Sisters United do, and you jump into the schools and you teach like our young wahines, how to be confident, because if you can instill that in yourself at a young age, you're going to have less self-image struggles, less like just worries about things that are not important
Yeah.
at our age.
And just to add on to that, I think so many people say self-love is being comfortable in your own skin, loving what you have, but it also means that you can make changes to make yourself feel comfortable in your own skin. Come on now.
Get up, buddy! Sorry, that was quite loud.
No, like when I go into school, I talk to all these young girls, like I don't want them to think, okay, you don't need this and that to make yourself feel better. Like as long as you're doing it for yourself, that's what matters the most.
I think that's also the key, or one of the keys to how you're going to have consistency. Is you have to do it for yourself.
Yeah.
And this is one thing I love about my gym is I love seeing all these mums. Bruh, there's mums that have just had a baby like 2 months ago, and they're showing them, look at them like, oh my gosh, they can move better than me. And I find that empowering because I'm like, cool. I'm like, if they can move better than me, that means I can't get there. I'm like, they've just pushed out a baby. So why am I struggling? It's the food, baby.
I used to think that of Kindle when we used to go BFT. I'd be like, tell me why she just had a baby and it looks like I'm still having a baby. Make her make sense.
Oh my gosh, that's so relatable. But, oh man.
But just to wrap everything up, sis, if you could give your younger self a piece of advice.
Sorry.
If you give your younger self a piece of
How
advice.
Old? No, jokes.
Pick an age. Pick an age.
Pick a number. Because I'm only 27, remember? No.
What advice would you give them?
That's me serious. What? Like, how old am I?
On
like school.
I just want to push you over right now. Like maybe 12. Or actually, not your younger self because can't think of names.
Well, if I was 12, I was just stuffing my face with McDonald's. So I'd probably say, don't eat that.
Stop it. No, what
Younger
piece
self,
of advice? Okay. Maybe not your younger self. Maybe like all the young people who are going to be watching it. Because this platform, we want young people to watch it.
The pressure.
And we're going to be promoting it. But with the theme of... body positivity and self-worth. What advice would you give to all of our young girls out there? Or even if there's like young mothers or ladies, what's your last piece of advice? Something that keeps you going.
I feel like I want to cry.
Do it. It'll be good content.
This is something I wish I felt or learned or could do this for myself way back. And again, I've only recently learned how to do this, and I'm still learning how to continue to do so now.
Yeah.
But I think is rely on you loving yourself and no one else. And I feel like we do hear that often. And, like just you love yourself wholeheartedly instead of relying on mum to love you, your partner to love you, your kids. It's, it's icing on the cake to have other people that love you, but you've really just got to learn to love you. And I think one of the cool things that I'm learning is like loving myself fully for the good and the bad parts of me. And then like I like to do little things like just treat myself now. Before I used to see it as, I can't spend that money on me because I know I have bills to pay. Now I'm just like, cool, I'm going to spend X amount of this to do this for myself because that's how I'm showing Sia that I love Sia. Yeah. Like even though manicure and pedicure is expensive, I still go and get it done. But that's one way I show that that's one way I treat myself, just to kind of treat myself because, I'm doing things just to love me. Yeah, like love, just fully love yourself and don't rely on others to love you the way you want to be loved.
Sis, don't really touch my heart.
Yeah, let me touch it for you.
Boom.
See, don't take us anywhere. We can't be serious for too long.
No, because I'd rather be like that than cry. I don't want to cry.
I know. It's just weird because I'm like, man, I hate when people make me like really think. Your questions have really made me think today.
I'm glad. What a great start. And let's hope that you get asked more questions like that in the spaces.
I hope not. It's nerve-wracking. It's so much easier being on the other side.
No, because people need to hear you, where you come from.
Hear me on 103.8 Niu FM.
Plug it in. No, but I just want to say thank you, sis, for coming on, sharing. I was super nervous, but knowing it was you coming on first, I go, oh, nah. Once I get through her, I know I can do it. Because there's a new space for myself as well. But I know you come from a similar space. You come from radio hosting. So I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do this. But it's been great fun having you on.
Oh, it's been hella fun.
Oh, I hope so.
No, I've actually had fun. It's been a little scary as well, like just because, having to think about...
Yeah.
Because I don't think often about my journey of the health fitness stuff lately. But when people ask me, I'm like, man, I really have to think about my feelings.
No, and I when we knew you were gonna come on, I really wanted to find questions where I've never heard the answers to.
Yeah.
Like I know you, but I wanted to get to know you even
Yeah.
more. So it's been super fun hearing what you had to share. Hopefully you've like all our young people out there, or our young mothers, or just young wahine out there, that they take something away from this, even if it's just to have a little laugh here and there. Like I always believe that the best way to bring up a mood is to always laugh.
Yeah.
Like regardless, when you're sharing your feelings, someone crack a joke. We need to.
And
we
don't
need
be
hype
afraid
this
to
up.
laugh.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Or to cry.
Don't be afraid to laugh at yourself, actually.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I do consistently in the gym.
We're the same.
It's not just laugh at myself because I can't do things, but I still try like I'm going to freaking get it.
Well, we laugh at both of ourselves. But just make sure you guys check out the next episode that will come to you real soon. Comment down below if you have any other questions. We've loved having the amazing Lusia Petelo on. That's the first time I've said your whole name. Like,
Oh, yeah, I know.
Even in the beginning when I said
feel like
Lucia,
I feel like I'm getting in trouble.
I was like, no, it's Sia Dows. But yeah, we're grateful. Remember, bye ladies, bye girlies, bye slayers.